Marshmallow, everyone. Welcome to an unscripted video. I am Night Warden, and today we're gonna talk about some, I guess, made by me, fake, Paldean forms for the upcoming, what's it called? Scarlet and Violet. Wow, I'm really jumbled up right now. I'll get used to that. It's not a quirk. It's an unfortunate curse. Anyway, let's get on to the content. All of this has been made by me, and gotta say I like how it came out. Not to pat myself on the back, but alright, let's check it out. Alright, so first up we have what I call Porygon P. No, P is not for Paldea. It is actually for Picasso. Since the Paldea region is based off of Spain, so far it looks like, each of these Fakemon have, Spanish influence, Spanish background. So I decided, what about Picasso? Think about Porygon. Just it's a computer program. It turns first more 3D, and then with the dubious what is it? With the upgrade, it turns 3D, and then with the dubious upgrade thing, it turns all like spazzed out and glitchy. So how about instead we introduce a new item in Paldea, and it just turns Porygon into like this glitchy, kind of skip Porygon 2. Just go straight. It's like you try to rush to Porygon Z, like in one go, and it just turns into a Picasso painting. It's somehow both 3D and 2D at the same time. I'm not sure what the item would be called. I would definitely like it to be like, I don't know, like some kind of like virus name, like a virus file, like a Trojan horse, or I don't know, just like you downloaded the wrong software, and now it caused your Porygon to have a just have a messed up time, a virus. This isn't really a flushed out form, because I don't have any ideas for like new attacks or anything. If you have any ideas of like how this can be more unique, like in terms of ability or signature move, anything, I'm all ears. Alright, let's see what we got next. Next up, we have what I like to call Bullferno. So, like in other regions, sometimes a Pokemon doesn't get a new form, but it has a new evolution. So think about, what's a good example? Ursaring is still Ursaring, but then we had its Hisuian exclusive form, Ursaluna. So for me, I thought, what if Tauros, considering that it is the land of bullfighters, it evolves into a steel normal type. And yeah, you can see it has like it's supposed to be, it's a part A, part B. So just hold on in case you're thinking it looks weird. So you can obviously tell that it has like a lot of iron all around it. Its hooves, its horns, its skull. And then it has this weird thing on the ends of its like tail whip things. My idea is that Paldean Tauros basically had issues like surviving. So it decided, hey, I need to upgrade myself. So a change in its diet caused its fur to like grow different textures and different oils, different stuff. And essentially, you see the tail tips, because of the iron, like when it evolved, it absorbed iron, I guess maybe more minerals. And now that is like phosphorus on its so its hair is oily and dry, it's not oily texture. It's like it has now natural oils, but it feels dry to the touch. And it has phosphorus in its like tail tips. So that brings us to Bullferno, its proper name, its proper form. My headcanon is when it uses a specific attack. I don't know, flame tail. I don't know, something weird. Tail strike. I don't know. It essentially causes sparks, and here we go. Yup, it lights itself on fire. How cool would that be? It turns into, from a normal steel type, it turns into a fire steel type. And that would make it the only other fire steel type other than Heatran. So like right off the bat, I was thinking, well, it would definitely make like Mach Punch super effective, or a very fast fighting type effective, because Paldean Tauros has to use its this attack to turn into a fire type. So basically, it was my response, because I was thinking at first, wait a second, if it turns into a normal steel type when it evolves, it's gonna become like 4 times weak to fighting, and I thought that's not an advantage. So I said, how about this? It gains some resistance, because it basically loses its normal typing from Tauros, becomes Steel Fire. And I was thinking a good ability for it could also be, I don't know, maybe it's too much of a gimmick, because I was thinking, what if it could just like start the battle out in its fire steel form? I don't know, like Preheat. That's a really dumb name, but I kind of like it because it's dumb. And yeah, Bullfur, it just turns. I just realized it kind of just turns into a Rapidash Ponyta. Maybe it took a a note from its playbook. But anyway, I'm really proud about this one, because I really like. I drew the first form of Bullfur, but it was really like, when I started drawing the fur, I said, wait a second, this could light on fire. Like, I'm like, whoa, this could be cool. All right, so yeah, that's my ideas. Let me know if you have any more. Let's go on to the next one. Paldean Passimian. So Passimian, I really liked its concept back in Sword and Shield. I didn't really use it much. I think Sword and Shield. Sorry, I misspoke. Sun and Moon. I think I used Oranguru more, because I was playing the version that had Oranguru. So yeah, I didn't really get that much of a chance to use Passimian, but I was thinking, we haven't really touched. Wait, have we touched soccer in Pokemon? I don't think so. Sword and Shield, I guess, had soccer stadiums and the uniforms, but it had nothing to do with soccer. So yeah, I was thinking, why don't we make up for that? And we put Passimian kicking around the coconut like a soccer ball. And like, this is the thing. This is really dumb, but in case you're wondering, I gave him the haircut of Ronaldo, and I also used like a picture of Ronaldo for the pose of like his of his stance. And I was thinking, how can I really make him different? Because like, aside from losing the coconut hat, like the helmet, what's the gimmick? And I was thinking, hey, we could actually make a brand new game little sub thing. You know how Furfrou and X and Y had that whole thing of you can groom it and like style its hair, and I'm pretty sure it came back in another game, right? Like, you can, I don't remember which game, but I'm pretty sure they brought that back later, like probably Sun and Moon. I was thinking, what if we could do something like that, but for the jersey? So you can tell that it has like a leaf for a jersey right now. Can you imagine how cool it would be? It's like you find someone who's like, oh, find me these berries. Like, like if you want a blue jersey, bring me blueberries. Like, what would that apply? Like chesto berries, orange berries. Bring me cherry berries if you want a red jersey. And like, you could just customize it. And I don't know, put your favorite player's number on it, and put style the shirt. And I was thinking, like, that would be a cool way to like make a Furfrou thing happen again. Well, if you realize this, it would just this would become part of the list of Pokemon with customization, kind of like cosplay Pikachu, Furfrou, and its different like haircuts. it would be like a mostly just it would just be cosmetic. I know Pikachu wasn't cosmetic only. Oh, Flabebe's different colors. You gotta there were no type. It didn't really change their types. It was just or their stats. It was just for cosmetic. I don't know. I was just thinking it would be cool if he like had new kicking moves, and he is fighting type still. I think. Yeah, I think for his Paldean form, he will still be fighting type. But I don't know. I'll just use a blaze kick. Yeah, look out, Cinderace. You got competition. Oh, bro, can you imagine how cool it would be him using Pyro Ball? Just like egg tutor move or something. Like you have to get a Cinderace and teach it. Or maybe like a battle tutor move. I don't know. These are just ideas. Let me know if you have any more. Let's continue to the next Pokemon. Alright, this one is the first one I made, and I'm kind of excited for it. I didn't really present these the way that I made them, but here we go with Paldean Machop. So, this is my headcanon for this. I kind of had to... This kind of also applies to Bullferno, because I was thinking Bullferno was like originally competing with like Machamps, but this is the thing. Remember, what's it called? Cerulege. Cerulege is a ghost, what was it? Ghost fire type? And I was thinking, like, what if, because it was a ghost type, and it was, like, so prevalent in Paldean. This is me blowing smoke, by the way. Like, I don't know how prevalent it is, but what if, when Machop came to Paldea, it had to compete directly with Cerulege? And it just got, like, the Machamps and Machokes and Machops just got pushed out. They couldn't find a home. And like, what did this result in? Well, poor little Machops. It grew skinnier and it grew more weak. They couldn't really survive that easily. So it did lose a lot of muscle mass. And like, I know what you're thinking. Oh wait, but isn't that like bad? Well, I want to say, first of all, its stats are completely different from a regular Machop. And you could tell it's little like, I've never known what they are. The little like scales on their heads that went sideways. I thought that kind of represents like a Matador hat if you think about the little bumps on the side. And also I gave it a little mustache because I can do that. I am the supreme ruler here. So let us continue to its evolution. Alright, so when it evolved, it became Paldean Machoke. As you can see, its little scales are still sideways. And this is the thing. It did lose muscle mass, but it did tone what it had left. It became much faster. So its attack stat, yeah, it did fall a little, but it did gain a lot of speed. And it also learned to carry around a cloak with it. It's you're probably wondering, oh, but Night Warden, where did the cloak come from? Dude, ducks are born with leeks in this game, okay? Cubones are born with the skull of their mother, okay? Let it go. It's a game. If I want it to have a cloak, it can have a cloak. And yeah, if you could tell, it's definitely slimmer. And it all still has its mustache, and it's like, it usually has like the belt. Instead, it just kind of has like spandex on, like it just like, it doesn't have the belt anymore. I'd like to just say that that's like a representation of like it's changing in nature. It's very proud now. It's like it tested skills. It's learned to fight using the cloak to distract people. Just like a Matador. Which I think, kind of reveals what its evolution is going to be. So how about we go on to that? Alright, my pride and joy. Paldean Machamp. Yup. So as you can see, where it usually just has its little Speedo and belt, now it has like clothing all over. Except how like matadors have those, like technically they're socks that like roll up. This is gonna be just like the cutoff point. It is much skinnier than a regular Machamp. And remember, Sir Rulage was supposed to be like the main competition, right? So I was thinking, what if this version of Machamp has a pretty good special attack stat? And you're probably wondering, a fighting type with special attack stat? I guess maybe Focus Blast, right? Except no. First of all, it's gonna have a signature ability, not ability, attack, where like it can distract people with Cloak. Like a momentary disguise, maybe lower their accuracy, right? But if you pay attention, it's dual wielding blades in the back. Remember, matadors kill bulls, and they use swords for that, which I don't like. I don't like matador fights at all. I'm just using it based off of the history. So, yeah, Night Warden is against bullfighting. Just remember that. And I was thinking, what if these are like, considering Sir Rulage is a ghost type using like ghostly fire blades, what if this version of Machamp is a dark fighting type? If you realize, the reason it couldn't hurt it before was because it was a fighting type. So, it couldn't even touch the ghost type. I know that no guard exists and stuff like that, but like, let's just stick with this, okay? It had a disadvantage if it didn't have no guard or something, or foresight. It was always at a disadvantage. So what if now with its dark blades, it can actually sword fight against Sir Rulage with an advantage, like right off the bat? So yeah, now it can learn like for example, Leaf Blade is now in its repertoire. What else? Solar Blade, I think. Yeah, that's an attack if I can recall. Yeah, it just has like a new dark blade attack that it could be physical, it could be special. Maybe it's like what Psyshock does, where it's like, it's both physical and special attack at the same time. Or maybe it's one of those things where it's like, it uses its attack stat to power its speed stat to power its blades. Ooh, what if it had the special ability? Remember, it's very show-offy and proud. Like, what if it simply had a broken ability, something like, this attack uses whatever its highest stat is. So basically, if it has like 100 speed, it uses its speed stat to power this attack. If the highest stat is defense, it uses its defense. So, how body press increases with defense back in Sword and Shield? Yeah, what if this is like a body press, but with any stat, whatever stat is highest? Oh, dude, that would be so cool. Can you imagine, like, its speed stat is the highest, someone lowers your attack with Intimidate. It doesn't matter. It wasn't using attack to begin with. Or they lower your attack, which was your highest, but now it's pretty much the same. Like basically it just usurps. It's like, hey, it doesn't matter. Even though attack is super low now, it's using its speed stat, so it's still stronger than what you lowered its attack. Oh, that would be interesting in the meta. Huh. I really didn't consider how this might affect, like long term and competitive. Let me know if like you find any of this interesting. I know some of my friends like competitive, so hit me up. Alright, so we have one more Paldean Fakemon that I made. So let's continue. And here we got Paldean, Clampearl's evolution. I need to pull up my records of what I decided to name it, because I thought it was pretty good. No, I lied, it wasn't. Its name is Shaeya. Shaeya, because oh man, I didn't really write down what it was. Oh, Sha, the SH for shell, and Aella, obviously because of paella, the Spanish cuisine. So right off the bat, for me, in my head, I was thinking this is gonna be a grass water type, and like this is the thing. Clamperl always evolves through evolution with a deep sea scale or tooth, and into Gorbis or Huntail. And like I know that they can be good, but I didn't really use Huntail or Gorbis. I'm pretty sure I used other, my water type, especially in Gen 3, was always like Walrein or a Sharpedo, or even the classic Gyarados, or how can I forget Milotic, So it didn't really have like, it had direct competition when it came to being on my team. So I was thinking, how about we give it a little bit of love and we make it into a Paella? And you're probably wondering, what does the Paella have to do with this? Well, if you pay close attention, take a screenshot and zoom in if you want. I put 6 little berries in it. So real quick, before you notice, it has little handles, so it's like it's a pot. And like it looks like it has like rice inside. It's like little shrubs. And those 6 berries, my headcanon would be one or two things. You catch a Clamperl. It's like, in my head, Clamperl is going to be like a very early Pokemon that you can catch. I don't know if they're fishing. Maybe it's just like in like a little shallow area or something there next to the beach. Like in the next game, Scarlet Violet, you could just find it early on. It's the Magikarp of Paldea. And I was thinking, you know how they have that new like mechanic of the picnic table, which I know it's the repeat of the curry from Sword and Shield, but what if you make a sandwich with these 6 berries in it? One or two ways. Either you make 6 sandwiches with 1 berry in each, or you make like, you have to feed it essentially at least once these berries, whether it's through a sandwich, whether it's consumed through battle, or any other way, right? So for example, you could wait until your Clamperl is burned and then give it a raspberry, and that counts in the game keeps track of that. He's like, okay, yep, this Clamperl ate the fruit, you give it these 6 berries, and it will evolve, and it's the ingredients of the Paella. And you're probably wondering, Night Warden, why did you choose these specific 6 berries? Well, let me tell you, dear viewer, if you go pre-order this these games as a dual pack, I don't remember where, but I think it's like, I think it's not Best Buy. I think it is Best Buy. Scarlet and Violet have awful pre-order bonuses, and one of them is a code that they're gonna give you for one of each of these berries. Amazing, right? It's horrible. It's stupid. And I thought, you know what, Game Freak, you're welcome. This is how you do PR scandals. No, Game Freak apparently gave us these berries so you can immediately evolve your Clamperl that you caught on Route 2. It's like, hey, I want players to be able to get their hands on Clamperl as soon as they want. As soon as they start playing, boom. Like before the first gym, you have a grass water type. If you get a Fuecoco, then boom, you got all 3 types in your party. Let's go. You're welcome, Game Freak. That's how you handle dumb pre-order scandals. It's not a scandal, just, I'm just saying that. Alright, so those are my ideas. By the way, before I leave, my headcanon for Shaeya is that, I know a stupid name, but it has like an ability that where it would make burn, it gives a boost to the percentage of burned. So basically, like, the status effect burn, like, Scald has a chance to burn. I don't know how much of a percent. Let's make one up. So let's say it has a 30% chance to burn the opponent. Well, what if Shaeya's, because it's like a cooked dish, gives like a 5% boost, or like, let's go crazy, 10%. And I'm saying like a full 10%. So now it has like a 40% chance to burn or something. I would just find it funny if like that's Shaya's ability. It just has a chance to burn people like more often. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I really did like. I like that one a lot. That's why I saved this one for last. So let me know what this is. This is obviously not a scripted video, and thank you for joining me. Don't say goodbye. Say shmalo. And yeah, if you have any notes for me or anything you want to add, go for it. Also look forward to my gaming channel. I'll try to link it below. I'm probably going to do a playthrough of a Scarlet and Violet. Probably not immediately, because I do like to play the game a little, like privately, on my own account. Who knows, maybe I'll change it this time. I'll do a blind playthrough. Anyway, I've been your friendly neighborhood Night Warden. And yeah, let me know if you like these designs or not. I poured my heart and my blood into it, and now I need to rest and get a blood transfusion. Good night, Cincinnati. Stay classy, San Diego.